Hello, brothers, sisters, you're recording. So I'm back again. I'm here with Riala, and today's conversation or today's video is about northern parts of Ghana, northern region, the tribal mark that they have over here. Sisala and Dagari, right?
Yes. So my father is Sisala.
Okay.
My mother is Dagao.
So upper west and upper east?
No.
They are in upper west?
They are all in upper west.
Oh, okay.
Yes. My mother is from Kalio. Okay. And she's a Dagao.
Kalio, that's right.
And my father is from Funsi, and he's a Sisala.
Okay.
Here we don't have anything called Dagati.
Dagari.
It's actually Dagari is the language of the Dagabes.
Okay.
But whenever we hear somebody say Dagati,
yeah, so why Dagati?
That's for people who don't know how to pronounce Dagao or Dagaba, and mostly it's down south. So when we hear somebody say Dagati for, we just know that this person is a stranger. They don't know anything about the culture, but they will just keep quiet.
Yeah, but the thing is, maybe we heard Dagati because maybe we heard from you guys saying it.
It's because the Ashantis, they speak Ashanti. Then when you say Ashanti language, and it's like down south, they like to add the TTT to the languages. So they ended up saying Dagati. But we don't have any word here called Dagati. Yeah. The moment I say Dagati, they'll just know where you're coming from. So it's Dagaba, and they speak
Dagari. You heard Dagari, not Dagati. Don't say Dagari. But Samini also says Dagati.
Unfortunately, Samin will have to explain to people again because he himself, if he sees this video, he will know that he has been quiet and allowed people to mention the name wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's nothing like Dagati. And I think the reason why a lot of us just don't bother to correct is that it has gone so far. If you try to even explain, they wouldn't get it. That's how much we think they wouldn't get it. So just allow them
to just
say it like that. But the moment you come here and you say it, you cannot reveal to people that you are Johnny Geskan.
Okay, so it's more like the airway Igbe. So we call them Igbe before Igbe. But when I started this video, I went to water and said, no, they are not Igbe before. Like there's nothing like Igbe. I say what? And you guys don't tell us anything when we say
because it's like we can't be bothered to just explain. That's how much we don't take it personal.
Okay.
We just allow you because we've like, oh, you don't know. Okay. But as you ask and you stay longer in that environment, then gradually they'll start correcting you. Okay. But people just allow you because it's like, oh, let's just pardon you because you don't know
anything.
And yes.
Anyway.
You don't know anything.
So today's video is about tribal marks. Okay, we'll be talking about tribal marks, and I would like to find her from her the implications, the types of tribal marks that we have in the northern parts of Ghana. I don't know if she has the idea about all the three regions, but then the little knowledge that she knows, maybe she will share with us. Okay, tribal mark in northern parts of Ghana.
Yes.
Like, what is it about?
It's identity. That's our ID card. Before the paper ID card came, our forefathers gave marks, and they will give you the mark on your face, because that's the first place somebody will look at when they see you, and that will immediately inform the person where you are coming from and even the language you speak.
Whoa. It's
ID card. So those days, if you are going to cross the border, it's your face they look at. Just like today, they take a picture of your face. Why did they still do that? They write your name. Those days, no paper, no writing. It's physical, and it was, some of them were so deep, even if a visually impaired person could feel your face, they will know which tribe.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's ID card. It started because of ID card, and I know from my uncles here, the knowledge I know I have about tribal mark is, yes, it's ID card, but also it was to differentiate and not allow people to intermarry without knowing who you are getting married. Because if they didn't give you the mark, there was always a high possibility that you end up having sexual relationship with your sister, your cousins, which can also bring about having deformed babies because you're of the same blood, the genes wouldn't work out, and also to prevent incest, and then so many other things. So in the end, they realized that advantages were less
than disadvantages,
but the disadvantages were more.
So what are some disadvantages?
Oh, immediately division.
Wow.
Because the moment you bring in ID card, you started dividing yourselves. It means you don't belong to this group. You belong to this group.
Yeah.
And during the war time, it was even terrible.
Wow.
And not only that, when you have that mark and people share, they only share for family. they don't give you because
your
you
mark
are not
is
one of
different.
us. Yes, and that togetherness started
happening.
You know, was no longer coming together. So, but in the end, imagine there were no tribal marks, no ID cards.
No.
Yes, how will you just see somebody and say, because you are not my brother, I'm going to be very mean to you, or I won't share with you because you don't have an ID card or just imagine there are no ID cards. There will not be borders, right?
Exactly,
you can just travel around. So when you look at this, the marking ID cards by marking was not helping. And some of the markings were also done due to spiritual beliefs and healing beliefs. You can have your own tribal mark, but sometimes there were some diseases that will
be worrying
somebody, and they had to cut open your skin and actually put the medicine inside to go inside and into your blood streams and clean you and all that, or mark you so that when that spirit sees you, it will scare it away, or mark you to say you cannot take this one, you can take this one. So when you look at it, you're like,
so those ones are advantages.
Advantages. Identify. That was it.
Wow.
But the identification thing became
too much. Okay.
So some people just thought, nah, we shouldn't really be dividing ourselves. After all, we are all one.
But why is that some because I've seen some. So what's the difference between the 3-1 here?
Okay.
The one here.
Yeah.
The one.
Okay. Frafres. They really have a lot on their faces.
Wow.
All over. I think the Morahi, on my mother's side, you can have little ones here, but
like the cats.
Yeah, but they call it chihima. They really have to cut 1, 2, 3. So 3 here, 3 there.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Then here the Buffiemes, like they have the one like the pussycat.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we.
No, I saw one is 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bufiema people do that. We the Fonsile, we do 1.
Okay.
And mine is not deep and longer because I was born in Watown.
Oh, okay.
And they have to still perform the tribal mark ceremony there. Our last born, she doesn't have it.
Okay.
Now it's outmoded. It's really outmoded because some of the tribal marking, when it happened, some people died due to excess bleeding, especially the ones on the stomach. My senior sister, she has some on her stomach and 1 here. For me, I only have 1. Then my younger sister had 1, but the last one, nah. But there, people are saying it's not necessary. It's not necessary.
Wow. So the first do the facial, and the Gombes?
Oh, the Gombes, I think the Gombes, they also used to have the marks.
The marks.
Yeah. Either, I don't know, but that one I'll have to find out. But I only know more about the Sisala.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Sisala is the one over here in the 3.
Yeah, if you're a girl, it's on the right.
Okay.
If you're a boy, they put it on the left.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, in Funsi. Yeah, some other communities, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, you get it on your cheeks.
So is this something that's still in this present time?
People still do tribal marking, but mostly in the
villages.
In the
typical villages.
Yeah, typical villages.
Yes.
Yeah, they still do tribal marking in the villages and some towns too. But now it's by choice. It's choice. It's your mom or your dad that will agree. If they feel like, okay, you can give him a mark, then they mark you. Yeah. These days, some people do it because they really are so proud of their culture and tradition that they say, no, we have to keep it alive. But it's not mandatory. Like those days, they really have to mark you for so many reasons.
Okay. I was in Babili, and they told me that they don't do tribal, but they do piercing of
the ears. Yes.
So you
especially for piercing of the ears. That one is still normal. Yes. You put a hole there to differentiate the sexes.
No, even the males also have it.
Okay, so Babli people is like that. But here we only do it if you are a girl.
Then we do
the pierce. If you are a boy, we don't.
Because you guys have the tribal mark.
Oh yes, yes. And for me, I don't know about anybody watching. Maybe if you are in Europe and blah blah blah. But here, if I have my baby and it's a girl, I will pierce the ears and then start putting the
earring.
Yeah, the earring. So that when they grow, immediately you know that they are girls. Yes. If you don't pierce your girls' ears, you'll be surprised unless they start developing boobs. They'll be treated like boys. And as you know, in this our place, sometimes the nice things you get for free or how you be welcome and all that depends on your gender
appearance.
Yes, okay. And it has nothing to do with if you're a girl or a boy. These are the nice things. If you're a young girl, there's a way they will treat you in the community, which some of them are really nice. So you really have to pierce the ears before they put your daughter in a certain position to do something, thinking it's a boy. And if you pierce your son's ears too, they might mistake him for a girl and let him go do funny things, jobs and all that. When I say funny jobs, it doesn't it has nothing to do with torture and all that. But so this community, tribal marking, the girls right, boys left, piercing of the ear is very important due to gender roles here, which have been there. It's normal and nobody's against it. Yes. When
it comes to the names, you can also differentiate when someone is called, I don't know, let's say Ganda, with the same name or the first name. Can you also, with the name, can you also differentiate that this name is from this side?
That one is more difficult.
Okay.
Especially in the Sisala region, our names are similar. Maybe the pronunciation might change, just the tonation, but we have the same kind of name. We have bottom, hayobo, habaga, haduum, baduum. The names are similar. And the only time the names are not similar is when you give birth, depending on the situation. Maybe you gave birth, but still the same. You gave birth during the rainy season, and that particular day it was raining heavily. So, but the child managed to survive in the house. Maybe you instead of going to hospital, you couldn't go because of the rain and it was dangerous. So when the baby is born, you call the child Baduum, which means man rain or rain man. If it's a girl, you say Hadum, which is a rain woman. Yes.
Just
or Sangmane. Sangmane. Like
I've heard Samini.
Samini is actually Samini. Which is not the pronunciation. I don't know why I did that. It's actually Samini, which means rain god.
Rain god.
I'm sure there's a reason behind that. So we give names
based on circumstances.
Yeah.
Just like fancies also.
Exactly. But the moment you leave the Sisala region, the name pronunciation will change. So Ganda is from the Dagaba Wala area. So you hear a lot of Dagabe saying Ganda family, Ganda this, Dakura. So the names only change when you leave the region. But the whole region where they speak one language under which they have dialect, the names are similar. So
that means if someone is from a different region, when you hear this name, you know that this is from
the moment you say Hayobo or Haluti, you know it's a Sisala name. But if you say Dakura, Pordan, Dordan, that's Dagaves.
Yeah, that's Porgabi.
Yes. I've not heard that one before. These are the names. So here, name, tribal marks, ear piercing,
identification.
Is very important. Even beads. The kind of bead you wear.
Oh really?
Oh yes.
On your waist or your leg or
both.
Everywhere.
Is these are the things, but the name and the tribal marks at the top of it. And the ear piercing and then the kind of beads you wear can tell people where you are coming from and the language you even speak. Then now what you wear. So
right now these beads that you have on your leg like this, what does it mean?
Oh, this one is for decoration.
This is just
and that is to tell people how feminine I am.
Oh,
Yes. Because there's something romantic about it. So usually women, we wear beads on the waist and on the ankle like that. So if a man should wear beads on the waist and on the ankle, this kind of beads inside, and you take his clothes off and you see, you're gonna be like, are you sure you're a man?
Transgender.
At all. They might not say that, but they'll be looking at you like, that is feminine. Men wear beads for certain occasions. If they are going to dance.
Oh really?
They are going for war, or there's a certain kind of occasion, then you can now wear the beads like the chief. But for a man to wear certain beads on the waist, unless you wear a certain kind of beads that have talismans and things on it inside, which is for spiritual protection, that's the only time we see men wear a talisman with certain kind of bead, cowries and all that. Then it's
for protection.
It's more manly. So we have the manly beads and we have the feminine beads. So when you see a lady wear beads on her ankle, like anklet beads like this, different colors and all that. It shows you how she's an exciting person and very feminine, and is supposed to arouse interest. If she has this much on her anklet, I wonder what's around the waist. So it's kind of a bit of very sexual attraction, not
seducing.
It's like a bit of seduction, wow, what a woman. So in a way, it's just like you're wearing makeup, but in a bead form.
But in the South, most people say wearing beads on the ankle attracts spiritual kind of. I don't know if you guys over here.
That's what I'm saying. There are certain beads you can wear to attract, as they say, spiritual or fight it off. So sometimes the babies here, you see that some babies have talismans around their neck.
I've seen some.
They are believed to be protection against evil eyes that might turn into birds. So every community. So beads here signifies different things. Some are spiritual protection, some are to attract, some is just for decoration, some have no meaning. It's just you wearing it.
Fashion.
Yes, for fashion.
Wow, amazing.
Yes.
Man, we live to learn every day, and there's a basic.
And there are even some, like I say, apart from women, some, if you are not a chief or a king, you wear it, they'll take it off and you have to bring a goat or pay a cow, because those beads and talismans and things are designed for only chiefs and kings.
But
you can't wear them.
Then why are they selling them in the market?
They don't sell them in the market. They are, because every bead is unique. They are handmade. Those they sell in markets are fake. If you see one they sell in market that you know these are the only ones that are being worn by the chiefs and people, and you buy it, you better don't. Even a replica of that, I'm sure there are some beads only the Ashanti Hene can wear. So it's the same everywhere. Even certain cloth, you can't wear it. If you do, it means you are trying to challenge. You want to challenge the king, authority. And a certain even the traditional police, there are certain smock they wear from south to north. We all have these fugus that only the traditional warriors wear. If you make a mistake and you wear it and walk around town, you attract the wrong group.
So this fugu thing, I've seen. I have fugu, but I've seen some. I was in that bubbly and I saw one.
Yes,
it's very big. Or do they wear
layers? You wear there's one you wear under. You put another one on top, and then you put the biggest. I used to buy dresses like that. And call it King. I used to buy.
Okay, but it has no heat.
No, in fact it's the opposite.
Really?
Yeah. When you wear this, because of the
fabric.
Yeah, the fabric, the cotton they use, it end up cooling you under, and also it becomes like a bulletproof vessel you are wearing, because that cloth is very thick. So if for protection, a lot of kings wear this, and no knife can go in, because
it's three or four layers.
Yes, no knife can go in, and even some bullets cannot penetrate, because there are other things that I think they wear on top. It's for protection. At the same time, to show his level of authority. Yeah, so it's for protection and so many things. So when you see a king like that, he's don't go there.
No, because I saw a picture
nothing can go in
one of your festival and almost 5'6" and like this. I can't even breathe.
Yeah, apart from him, nobody's allowed to dress like that. If you dress like that, it means
you're challenging.
You are challenging. Maybe you are hiding something too inside. So they have to search you. So only the king or a certain person is allowed to wear those layers like that. If you do in that premise, you be arrested by the local
police,
traditional guards. Yes.
Wow. So back to the tribal mark. You said years ago, the tribal mark, when the war happened, a lot of people took that to kill people.
Oh yes.
Is it because of like personal kind of issues, or is it because of tribalism?
The tribal mark brought about tribalism. I own this land, you own this land, and mostly it was just land.
Land fight.
Those days it was land dispute. Men, everybody is in their territory. Even the animal kingdom. Everybody is in their territory, and you don't want to go to another man's territory and start telling him what to do. So these were the reason why they were divided. And the tribal mark also came because of betrayal. You're all together, nobody knows who is who, nobody knows who is passing what information to who, and so many things were happening. That's why I think tribal marks also existed. But that is what I know. I don't know why they started it, but they started it because they wanted to identify themselves. This is group of people. This is the group of people before even the languages they spoke. But somebody should see you from afar and immediately know that you are not from this community, so they can guide themselves. So they gave the marks.
Wow. So I know this may be appropriate, or I don't know if it's is it blade? Is it blade they use?
Oh, knives.
Knife.
Yeah, it's not blade. If you use blade, yeah, it won't work. Blade would even disappear.
Okay.
There were special knives. And there's a special way.
They hold.
Yeah, you hold the cheek.
Chin.
Yeah, the cheek or wherever you want to do it. I've seen it done a few times. Yeah, you have to hold it, and it's a baby, so it's quite plump and easy. So you hold it in a way.
Pop it up.
Yeah, pop it up. It's like
the bread, like the bread. So it opens like that.
Yes.
Wow, this is human bread.
So it's like if you hold something tight, like even rubber, you hold rubber tight, and it's that sharp, and you cut it, it kind of opens small. Then immediately it opens. Then they put soot, a special kind of soot, like concussion, black one, and then they just sprinkle on top, put some shea butter to cover it. By the time it heals, it's like a tattoo.
Wow.
So they tattoo it immediately, so it will appear black, because that's not really the skin color, because it will be red. So they have to let it be seen. So then they'll just put some small soot there, which is typical, usually prepared, mixed with some oils. Then they put shea butter. And because of the shea butter power to prevent dust infection, it will stay there. When it heals, it takes the color of the
concussion.
The concussion, and it remains black.
You say shea butter power.
Shea butter. If you have a small cut, you put shea butter there. It prevents anything from entering infection. And to cool it off, reduce the pain, and that will heal.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're able to squeeze someone's face like this and do from up. No, I'm talking about the far face.
Yeah. They know how to do it. They just go. And then the expert, he knows how to cut so that it doesn't cut too deep.
To the vein.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah.
Wow.
And these were people that were specialized in this. They are so good. They are so good.
It's like those who got circumcised.
Yes. They call them wanzam.
Wanzam. Yeah.
So there's a way you cut it. Yes. So they had to take it off and then apply shea butter quickly. Yeah.
Wow.
And after that, they give some nice massage.
Oh, really? To cool you off?
They give you a nice bath, hot, warm water, quickly. It will just heal. And before you know it, it's gone. 1 week.
Wow.
It's finished.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the tradition. Some they're like a bit like, well, it's kind of sweet that we want to, but they look at the other side. So nowadays it's really confusing whether you really want to give tribal mark to your child or not. Maybe some people grow and say, why did you put a scar on my face, blah blah blah. But those days, no, it was actually pride. Those who didn't have it, when they come home, they want their own.
They also want it.
Because it was a sense of belonging.
Okay.
I'm also from this tribe, but if you don't have it, it's like
you're neglected. You'll be left out.
You don't belong anywhere.
Okay.
But it's like having an ID card now.
Okay.
Imagine you don't have an ID card. In some countries, if you don't have an ID card, you don't exist.
You can't do anything.
So indirectly, ID cards have come to replace tribal marks.
Wow.
That's what I think.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, man. Amazing conversation. I hope and I believe you've learned something. Something like so quick and unique and fully packed as well. So, man, for Shizzle Manezo, so here it's Rihanna, the Alliance of Africa, and man, it is what it is.
Yes.
Orkodo. Let's meet again. I'm out.